Our ride left 5 kilometers away from Bastille Creek trailhead. Soon we'll be alone in the remote Canadian wilderness, Caroline, myself and the wildlife. We'll have to find our way through the pathless terrain. Unimaginable bushwhacking is awaiting us. Incredibly dense forests, overgrown vegetation you can't think of, blowdowns at every step. We felt free, as close as we'll ever be to the pioneers who discovered this wild land. Follow us in this memorable adventure, one of the best experiences in our life. Welcome to the Great Divide route. We had walked sections E and G of the Great Divide Trail. We knew the Great Divide route would be a completely different experience, a much harder one. We were right. The GDR is a pathless, non-way marked route, meaning you'll be making your own way. Only the most experienced hikers should attempt this hike. Please only head out there if you know what you're doing. We did 27k on day 1 and pitched in the same place we stayed overnight last year while walking section G. I got a virus before I came here. Feeling cold, definitely. Weak, not very good. I'm struggling a bit in that regard, but other than that,
going strong.
Yeah.
And you've got your medicine.
Yes. The beginning of day 2 was easy. We simply followed the ATV road almost all the way to Kakwa Lake. Nikon Z6, small tripod, Rode microphone, not necessarily lightweight.
We're here at the trail junction between Kakwa and Jarvis Lake. The adventure begins.
We headed north towards Jarvis Cabin. Very soon the path deteriorated significantly. Mud, holes, puddles and overgrown vegetation would slow us down. We came here to enjoy the nature, to get a feeling of true wilderness, away from everything and everyone, and to have a unique experience. For us it's the journey, not the goal, that counts the most.
We're here by a beautiful river, and as you can see, it's really hot. But won't complain, it can be worse.
Breaks are my favorite part of the hikes. I deeply enjoy observing the nature around us while sipping my coffee and letting nature follow its course.
We had to dry all our stuff because with the condensation the tent gets super wet.
We pitched the tent in likely the only place available until Jarvis Cabin. I missed one of the junctions. I actually saw it and commented on it. Just zoned out, I forgot it was our turn. 54 minutes extra, and that took the strength to make it to the cabin.
I'm exhausted and the backpack is really heavy.
My socks for the day, yeah. -2. -2 degrees, guys.
Hello, can you move? He's drying his sleeping bag.
The way to Jarvis Cabin is, for the most part, well marked. A few places here and there. But boy, it gets abrupt sometimes.
Slow going. And then, so a little bit more here. Small mud. Right, that's my backpack. Yeah, Jarvis Lake, super wasted. Wow, looks very pretty. How tough getting here though.
We arrived to Jarvis Cabin on day 3 at around 2 p.m. We made it!
Yes!
Yeah!
Amazing! We made it! Oh, it's amazing!
Jarvis Cabin!
Jarvis Cabin!
Yeah!
It's pretty hard to come here.
Wow, the views are spectacular. I'll show you the cabin. Jarvis Cabin.
Pull up. Wow. Really nice. Wow, we made it. Yeah. Very nice cabin.
We've been swimming in the lake. Morning, guys.
Morning.
Here we are ready to tackle the GDR. A bit sleepy.
A bit sleepy. I'm not a
But
morning person.
we're pretty excited to see what the trail has in store for us. And we're going to try our best to film the stuff that you will have to go through in case you're thinking of doing this route. After today, we have been following our plan, but things were about to change. Soon after leaving Jarvis Cabin, the GDR shows you its real face. Jarvis Forest is very bad, even if you manage to follow the so-to-call-it path. We're pushing through just slowly, patiently. It doesn't matter how bad it looks, and trust me, it looks really bad. Just go slowly, take it easy, and you make it through. Look at your background. That's where we're going. This is a step worse, or 2 steps worse than anything we've seen in section E or G in the GDT. It's just really bad. And arguably, we haven't even started, so we don't know what to make of it. We had never been trailblazing, let alone in Canada. And trust me, I expected it to be bad, but not this bad.
Very slow going. There's no path anymore. You're just making your way through the forest. It's really slow going.
Just a massive hole. I was literally into it. Let me show you. I just moved these bushes around. You see that hole? There's a freaking hole. You see it? If I had fallen there, it's game over. If the forest was bad, wait until you go up the burnt forest. That was even worse. Imagine going up the hill, getting everything on your way. That's how it was.
Alright, coming.
And so what's the deal?
Oh my god, that was so tough. This was like a weird burnt forest. Holy shit. I'm sorry, excuse my French, but...
Hopefully making space to fit this guy inside here. And free some space. We took a break once we were on top and have left behind the worst. I was aware of how special it was to be there with my wife. We had a relatively easy going down to Moonias Lake, where we stayed for the night.
Just before Moonias Lake, I believe. Mount Ida once more. Husband's coming there from the back because he crossed right through the tarn.
We realized we weren't going to make the 15k days we intended to do. We knew we could push the day and the hiking hours, but we would try our best to avoid it. We didn't want to sacrifice our long, enjoyable breaks, getting up early or keep walking past 6 p.m. We were on holidays. We came here to enjoy ourselves. I think we walked 7.5 kilometers today. This is definitely unexpected and new to us. Didn't matter what we did, we didn't advance. So we arrived here at a very good time. I'm sure someone else would have pushed it. We were here about 5, I think it was. We could have continued up, but we know that climb is going to take quite a long time because now we know this terrain is very slow going.
We are at Moonias Lake. We didn't want to try this pass anymore because it was getting too late and we didn't want to get caught. It's very, very slow going to get here. They're very pretty. My husband found a good camp spot and I think we have to go up there tomorrow.
On day 5, we consider going back, but that isn't in our nature, so in the morning, fresh energies dictated the direction of travel, always forward.
I can't actually talk.
Climbing a mountain past Moonias Lake was yet a new experience for us. Deeply abrupt, the pine trees, willows, alders and other natural beauties created a symphony of pain, slowing us to less than half a kilometer an hour. I kid you not. Luckily, on approach, I had taken a bearing on my compass to an opening that went up the mountain. That saved the day.
Good. Good. I mean, I can't breathe, but good.
Alright.
It's tough.
Alright.
It's very easy. I know it will look easy, but it's hard. My
wife and I really enjoyed looking at how we just came from there. Basically backtracking our steps from here, from this advantage position. Free of drama, we made it to Fay Lake. We didn't have to tell each other. We knew it was time for a break in the duo meet. I carried 2 tents. The MSR is our comfortable palace, the duo meet our break and emergency shelter. You know what? People complain that it rains. They were never here, clearly.
You know, other hikers would hate you for this.
Nah. We've been walking up until now for 6 hours. We just crossed through a forest. Took us forever to do 2 kilometers. And now, as you can see behind, it's just looking a lot better. So happy days. We found ourselves in a wonderful forest, and luckily we decided not to push the miles. As you get close to Narraway River, the forest becomes really thick. We finally pitched about 5 kilometers from Fay Lake. Morning guys, today's day 6, we're ready to go. We had a very nice night over here. We are gonna head to cross this Narraway River, and then we're gonna have, I think, a 500 meters ascent. The wife is a bit out of order, cold, tired. It's cold, I mean, I'm wearing this for a reason. The morning of day 6 was a different story. A few minutes into the hike, and we found ourselves bushwalking in a horrendously dense forest that leads to the Narraway River. We were so happy to see the river in slow current, finally an open space where you could walk.
We made it!
Narraway River!
Made it!
Made it.
We made it!
Narraway.
Narraway River, well, we need to cross it, but
Yeah,
at least we made it here. We made it here.
Okay.
It could have been worse. Manageable current, and otherwise, you get a picture. A bit of current. Not too bad. Water collection. You're there. Don't rush it, You're there. And then you just exit towards your right, rotate, and just face towards the right. You see where I went, right? Yeah, you made it! Narraway River!
The water is until here.
I'm presenting the Mozart to my wife. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy.
Thanks for bringing it.
This forest is it's just really bad. It's almost impossible to walk here. Like it's extremely abrupt. Being on the other side of the Narraway River is a milestone in this hike. But the joy was short-lived. We soon got into probably the worst bushwalking up until this point. Boy, that was so wasting, but I guess that allowed us to fully enjoy the much needed break we took by a creek. So we're gonna sit down here, have some water, an energy bar, and just refresh a bit our minds, because boy, it's just awful where we came from. I mean, I'll show you now. After the wonderful break, it took us 3 attempts in 3 different locations to get back into the truly inaccessible forest. No matter what I tell you or what I show you, trust me, it's a lot worse than what you think. At half a kilometer an hour or less, we made our way through the Amazon jungle level forest and finally got up high where the way improved. Boy, the forest after the Narraway River.
hard to find an entry in the forest. Okay, I'm coming! From the river out. Three attempts to cross that ship.
You don't want to know the amount of effort we've put today. We just didn't go anywhere. Just incredible, really. Holy guacamole, though. Because we're climbing on top of everything. Backpack is getting stuck here, you know. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. This is a bit abrupt, huh? There is absolutely nothing I can tell you or anybody could have told us that will somehow get you to understand and imagine what it means to walk over here. This is unimaginable for anybody. When you tell them, oh, it's been very abrupt, they will never understand what abrupt means when you hear, you know? This is the best for me of the hike. Fantastic views, and I just look at the trees and I just relax and I take in and I feel the wetness of the bog here.
I just want to have a quiet lunch break here. I'm trying to organize my bear canister. I'm going to eat now. It took us forever to get here, and I'm right now really seriously not in the mood to talk.
All right, that's it. Doing well, doing well. Scoring good here in the bog. We had a fantastic break. We just love it. And now we just pitched the tent here. We're going for dinner. This is a beautiful place. And then tomorrow we just keep going. But truth is, we're just too slow. There's no way we finish this. And but that's okay. It was within the plans. Very likely we just cut it into half. If we want to stick to our mileage per day, we cannot just take long breaks. And, you know, this is the closest we'll ever be to the pioneers. And I know, I understand that we can't even compare to the hardship they had. It's just so special to us to be here. So we just sit and take in the... I mean, just think about it. We're in the freaking middle of Canada.
Let's go have dinner.
Day 7 started very well. It was easy walking and the views were phenomenal. It's a bit windy, huh?
Yeah, it's great. Looking fresh. Scramble down over.
What we just did is not for the faint of heart. You just go on the side of a mountain that if you fall, you're over. Well, you see that, right? We came down there. Like, really not for everybody, so bear that in mind if you want to join this. We descended onto an unnamed lake where we had another incredible break.
Lunch here with a coffee, and you see, what are you having?
Having coffee and oats.
Great.
Check if there's any grizzly bear coming our way.
Okay, no, it's clear.
Today we had to push because we need to put the mileage, and this is ridiculously slow going. We're doing 1 kilometer per hour. We're in a good mood for sure. We're very happy, and it's getting cold through the night and in the early morning, even below 0 degrees Celsius. We found this pitching spot, and we didn't want to push more, just in case. Because the best camp spot is the one you left behind. As you can see, we're drying our stuff. The tent was soaking wet with the condensation. In this trip, the condensation is unmanageable. Remember last year we walked section G and no condensation. I'm saying this because it's a relatively close area. And let's see what the day has in store for us today. But yeah, our spirits are high and we're going strong.
Day 8 didn't start out well. We did a few unnecessary extra turns in the extremely dense forest until I finally woke up and set the right course that would take us to Amisk Lake.
We finally arrived to a beautiful location. It was a lot of hard work. So frustrating because you don't go anywhere. It's just a freaking mess, unimaginable, honestly, unless you've done this, unimaginable. But now we're here, it's lovely, you can walk. It's just kind of like on and off all day.
For some reason, Caroline was out of order on day 8. Going up towards Natanik Pass, I decided to engineer a trap for her. I requested to take a break half the way up.
Let's take a break on the way up, and I thought it was a bit weird. He never takes breaks on the way up, and I don't either. I sat down before I knew he took off with my back. Like this. You're out of your mind.
Yeah.
I was having so much fun running away from Caroline that I didn't even notice we were already up at the top. A few kilometers later, we found ourselves descending on an at times steep gradient full of boulders. We stopped by a small creek and took advantage of the shade provided by some beautiful pine trees.
Did you enjoy the scrambling down?
No. Not a scrambling person.
We're going to go up here, then left, you see that line?
Yeah.
And then right, you just go down somewhere there.
Okay. Second climb today. When they say steep, I actually can't even breathe.
What a sensation, what a moment when we saw the two grizzly bears, 2 of them. I'll try to zoom in the GoPro footage. I could see this hump that characterized the grizzly bears and distinguished them from the other bears. We're going out of here ASAP. What a sensation, you know, the grizzly bears in the nature. My wife is gonna sleep terrified, I'm assuming. Definitely looking at us just now. Of course you wonder, like, are they gonna kill us? I saw a grizzly bear for the first time in my life looking at me, man. What an experience. Kinda like, what's going on here? It's imposing, you know, to get the beast looking at you. Crazy boy. Still there, I see them perfectly, you know. Really need to get out of here. Just go away, Nana, just down away from the grizzly bears, man. My wife asking me which way we go. It's just away, man. We can't come here and kill the 2 of us. I feel at ease and in peace Luckily, we turned left into a different valley, and we'll do what we always do, and just, if it's your fate, it's your fate.
Again, the semi-dry swamp treated us well, and we had a wonderful evening, and epic views of the smoky lake in the morning.
Cleaning the tent.
We are on our way to Moonias Pass, and the aim is to actually camp somewhere if we can, but otherwise we just keep going to Moonias Lake. I know it's a very short day, taking it easy, whatnot. And then we'll take the ATV track out, which is so sad because it's so nice over here. We're enjoying this so badly.
Day 8 started fine, but the joy was truly short-lived. A very annoying side climb through overgrown vegetation reminded us that here you earn every meter.
We're taking a break here for the climb to Moonias Pass. So annoying, man. Every single step fighting the vegetation. It's not willows, so it can always be worse. And now I'm waiting for the crane to lift me up.
It's such a shitty break.
We set a new record, and only 3 kilometers after we left, we found ourselves having a refreshing break. Moonias Pass will have to wait.
Here we are on day 9. Status, feet are so-so. I calculated 9.6 K a day, so average.
But if you at some point train,
Morale is very good, and just have half of my marzipan.
Put it this way, even a 600 kilo grizzly bear, think twice before getting in the thick forest. Yeah, but ain't going there.
Luckily, we decided to take the break because more side walking was on the menu for today.
We went to check a place to pitch a tent, and on the way back, there was here a mother bear and her 3 cubs. The mother stopped, looked, stood up on her 2 legs. I yelled at them, and then they ran away. They put a lot of miles. I felt so sorry, but besides not getting any food, I had to spend so much energy now going all the way up there. But just as a side note, the mother must be literally half or 1/3 of the 2 grizzlies we saw yesterday up the mountain. They were grizzly enormous. Hey, bear! We need to give them way so that they can continue, okay? We could watch them play something very special as a lifetime experience, and now they just left. It's incredible,
The evening and the following morning were great. We loved the views of the mountain we had southeast of our tent. This was Caroline's favorite campspot, Mama's Bear Campspot as she named it. It's been longer than a month since we came back home, and she still talks about it. Sometimes, if you open your heart to a place, you may never forget it.
We're getting ready to climb Moonias Pass. Just there, about 120 meters, I think we have to go. It's just nothing. And Caroline is here. She's gonna say good morning today for a change. No? Hello? How are we doing? And we had a fantastic time in this gorgeous camp spot. The views of the mountains, the colors and the layers changing as the sun was hitting it, spectacular. We are aware that we're incredibly fortunate and privileged to be here. All this is for the 2 of us, a few bears and a porcupine. Wanted to chew our stuff last night, but I intercepted it.
I started day 9 a bit sad. We knew we were going to exit in Moonias Lake, so that meant day 9 was our last day on the GDR. I seriously wanted to keep going. I had deeply loved every second of this hike, no matter how annoying and tedious it got at times. The GDR had given me everything I love, except for a bit of rain, and now I was on my way to leave it all behind. I think Caroline had had enough of it. However, I know she had also thoroughly enjoyed it.
Amazing hike, amazing experience, but I'm not sure I'm in for a repeat. And here's the husband walking towards Moonias Pass.
we headed towards Moonias Pass and then down onto the valley on the other side. It was all great, meadow hopping until we got back in the forest. I mean, the very dense and thick and you name it forest. That killed the fun and the pace. We're enjoying this so much.
Lovely!
Yes!
Bear, wake up!
We're walking through these flowers again, and I know it sounds and looks like really easy, but there's a lot of bumps in between. There's like deadfall and forest stuff, and it's a complete feet killer. Back to the blowdowns!
Yeah, blowdown!
Go. Husband is scouting here the trail, and now you can't really walk here. It's really not nice. Until the last meters, it's a tough trail.
Caroline is a wreck. What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, my right foot. It really hurts, this thing.
We took our last break in a wonderful spot. It was thoroughly enjoyed. We're having a break, shouldn't surprise you. What are we doing here?
Doing very well. Having our lunch, cheese sandwich, jalapeno cheddar.
Wow. Alright, let me get the lights right.
So we had hoped for an easy day. We're not easy going really at all. Slow to the end, crushing the meters. 1.9k before Kakwa Lake. This is it. This is what it looks like. And a mess until the end. And we seriously don't every meter. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Right.
No, I'm not saying it's open for us, but there's an open space there. Must be the lake. $1.7k from Moonias Lake.
And how does it feel?
Tiring. I mean, it feels amazing that we're going to arrive, but I admit it's a lot of hard work here in this forest.
It's a bit messy, you know.
This is our way. Just think about that.
Yeah.
So that's where we're heading. It's all a freaking mess everywhere.
Holy shit. Oh man. We made it.
Where else? Oh man.
My god.
We made it.
We made it. Guys,
Oh my
you will
goodness.
never, unless you come here, you will never know how long it took to get here.
Jesus, this forest was horrendous.
Terrible.
Horrendous, man.
200 meters, half an hour, no? It was more
I
than,
think it was the worst ever. Perhaps worse than the Narraway River. Just so bad. God damn it, it was so bad.
we made it to Kakwa Lake.
Man, man.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the
I
sun.
can't believe it. We made it.
Side by side, our fears are
The trail
done.
has been fantastic and horrendous
All
at the same
good
time.
times just
What a
begun.
tough trail. It's I don't know what to say.